comes through. We're just getting very close to get started here in just about 5 minutes or so. So come on to ringside. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dan Gregson, your North American International Livestock Expo Dairy Superintendent, and a pleasure to be able to announce what is going to be a fantastic show for your enjoyment. So if you're out there again working to try to get out of here, just come on to ringside for a few minutes as we get together for the Supreme Drives. We want to thank you exhibitors for making a trip down to the North American or up to the North American all around. A great show, and you exhibitors have been a pleasure for us to work with. We thank you for your cooperation and for your commitment to be here for a great show. To the breed representatives, such great support from our breed teams, all 7 of our breeds, having folks here to work with us this week, and just thank you so much, and thanks that you choose the North American for one of your national shows. Our dairy superintendents and staff, my thanks to all of our crew for the great job that they did, and our expo staff for all of their good work, Kentucky Venue staff, and of course our Kentucky State Fair Board. And we have a couple of our Fair Board members with us. We have Marshall Cole And Nick Carter, Marshall Cole is on the fair board representing Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation. Nick Carter represents the University of Kentucky College of Agriculture. And that administrative team, the group that's behind the scenes that many times you folks don't get a chance to visit with, let me tell you, we have total commitment from Mr. Beck, Mr. Moore, and that whole crew. And we have with us today, of course, the Executive Director of Expositions, Corinne Fetter, who makes things just click all the way through. So, Corinne, to you and administrative, thanks for your support for our livestock events. Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation is our sponsor of our Supreme Show. Representing Kentucky Farm Bureau today is Renee Carrico, and we'll have words from her a little bit later on. Well, it's been a pleasure for us to host all 14 of these national and all-American shows. As we move toward the end, we're ready for the grand finale, our Supreme classes. So let's begin our Supreme show. I want to introduce our judges to you first of all. It's been a pleasure working with them, and they've done an outstanding job. I'm going to ask them to step forward as I call their name. Representing the air share, our judge was Julie Hemp of Beaverville, Illinois. So Julie, if you will step out. And for our Brown Swiss, Jason Lloyd of Middleburg, New York. Our Guernsey judge was Chris Lang of Big Prairie, Ohio. Hosting judge, Jamie Howard from Ontario, Canada. Our Jersey judge was Mike Berry of Calbutte, Oregon. Milking Shorthorn judge, Casey Wise from Arcanum, Ohio. And a red and white judge, Jason Miley from West Salem, Ohio. Great job thus far, and one more job for you judges. Actually, two more as we do the heifers and the cows. We just ask that you would spread out down the rail, and we ask that you do no talking. Even after you have turned in your judges' cards, please no talking in case we have a tie. Once we get the finals, then you all can share. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for the presentation of our junior champion heifers. We begin with our Ayrshire Junior Champion. At the gate is Twin County Bad and Bougie. Being presented by Jesse and Kylie Muse here at our expo. Out of Etoll, Kentucky. Safer was the winner of the Fall Heifer Calf class. Stood the competition to move up to the breed's junior champion. Twin County Bad and Bougie exhibited by Jesse Muse. Now our Brown Swiss Junior Champion at the gate, EIEIO Dynamite Daisy. Exhibited by Susan Thomas of Middlebury, Indiana. Won the Fall Heifer class and been on to be the breed's junior champion. Your Brown Swiss Junior Champion, EIEIO Dynamite Daisy, exhibited by Susan Thomas. Now your Guernsey. Your junior champion is Warwick's Manor, JCP Shamrock. Exhibited by the Warwick Manor, that's the Stolfitz family from East Earle, Pennsylvania. She was first place winner in that summer yearling class and then on in the competition to be the junior champion. Bred by the Kevin Stosas family and exhibited by Warwick Manor Farms, East Earle, Pennsylvania. Now at the gate is your Holstein Junior Champion. That is Bud John's Vale Executive Shellac, exhibited by Calvin Benning of Lamar, Wisconsin. Heifer was a winner of the spring yearling heifer class and moved up to be the junior champion. Bred by Peter Vale and Bud John Farms. Your Holstein Junior Champion, Bud John Vale Ike Shellac, exhibited by Calvin Benning in Lamar, Wisconsin. Your Jersey Junior Champion ready to come to the gate, Vieira, Kid Rock, Georgia. Exhibited by Lauren Woolridge and Elise Carpenter from Cox's Creek and Russell Springs, Kentucky. She was a winner of the summer yearling class. Made the way then to the Junior Champion Award. Bred by the Vieira Dairy Farms, Hillmar, California. That's Vieira Kid Rock, Georgia. Exhibited by Lauren Woolridge and Elise Carpenter. Presenting to you now your Milking Shorthorn Junior Champion, Cold Springs Liam Charm. Exhibited by Bill and Cheryl Bartlett. That's the Cold Springs Farm of Farmington, New Hampshire. Won the Fall Heifer Calf class. On to receive the Junior Champion Award. Bred by Cold Springs Farm. That's Cold Springs Liam Charm. Exhibited by Bill and Cheryl Bartlett, the Cold Springs Farm in Farmington, New Hampshire. At the gate now, your red and white Junior Champion. That's J. Foltz, Just in Time Red. Exhibited by Jessica Hart from Pavilion, New York. She was a winner of the summer yearling class. Competed against the other heifers to come away with that Junior Champion Award. Your red and white Junior Champion, J. Foltz, Just in Time Red, exhibited by Jessica Hart of Pavilion, New York. So, ladies and gentlemen and judges, there are your 7 entries to compete for the Supreme Champion heifer, the Junior Champions of each of our 7 breeds for this year's North American show. Into a side-by-side stack now for your observation. Give you a moment to get your heifers set up, and then judges, you may move in for closer observation. All right, judges, as you mark your cards, I ask that you mark your first place choice right down through 7. We use a majority opinion tabulation process, so whoever has that lowest score is your natural winner between our judges. So again, we ask that you mark your cards, and then please no talking until we have the results, in case we have a tie, which we've had many times. All right, let's go to head-to-tail lineup, if you would, please. A head-to-tail lineup facing the announcer's table. As we stated earlier, our main sponsor for our Supreme Show is Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation. And many folks, they think of Farm Bureau, think of just insurance, but so much more in the services they provide their membership. And very important, the livestock industry to them. And we're very pleased that they continue to sponsor our Supreme Show. We have with us today Renee Carrico, who is from the Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation, the Commodities Director. So I'm going to ask her if she would say a few words on behalf of Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Kentucky Farm Bureau, thank you for coming to Louisville. We appreciate you all being at the North American. This is a special couple weeks for us here in Kentucky, not only in agriculture, but just the state as a whole. And we appreciate you guys making the trip. Some of you came an hour and some of you came quite a few more, and we just appreciate everything you do and the dairy industry as a whole. Thank you so much. If you ever need anything from us, let us know. Thanks.
Thank you, Renee. Appreciate you so much, and Kentucky Farm Bureau for their continued support of agriculture programs here in Kentucky. Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Kentucky agriculture. We've enjoyed the great music throughout our North American by Dwayne Carty, and we'll ask you folks, if you would, I know you've enjoyed. If you've enjoyed, here's great music, and I know you have. Everyone hands together for Dwayne for his great job on the organ. Long days and a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the cream of the crop, as we say, your quality junior champions, our heifers from our open show at this year's North American. What a lineup. Fine quality all the way down the line, representing their breed so well. Let's give these fine heifers and exhibitors a nice round of applause. Great job. Well, our judges' cards have been tabulated. Again, we use the majority opinion, and our judges have picked their two winners. We begin with our Reserve Supreme. So our presenters will take their place down to the trophy table. Renee Carrico there on behalf of Kentucky Farm Bureau. Corinne Fetter there on behalf of the North American and our Kentucky venues, our executive director of our expositions. Warren Beeler, our general superintendent there. And of course, again, our two Kentucky State Fair Board members, Marshall Cole and Nick Carter. They can present now the Reserve Champion Award. Reserve Supreme Champion for 2024 is going to be But John Vale. I see Shellac, your hosting junior champion, is your reserve. Leader out, Calvin Benning exhibiting from Lamar, Wisconsin. Your reserve supreme champion is the hosting. She was bred by Peter Vale and Bud John Farms of Lamar, Wisconsin. Exhibited here at the show by Calvin Benning. Calvin Benning from Lamar, Wisconsin. Your Reserve Supreme, Bud John Vale, Ice Shellac. Receiving at $250 from Kentucky Farm Bureau. And another round of applause, if you would, for your Reserve Supreme heifer. And the Bud John String, Bud John Vale, Ice Shellac, exhibited by Calvin Benning, Lamar, Wisconsin. That's your Reserve Supreme. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your Supreme Champion heifer. Receiving that $500 award from Kentucky Farm Bureau. Taking home the money, your Supreme Champion heifer is the Jersey. Vieira, Kid Rock, Georgia. Exhibited by Lauren Woolridge and Elise Carpenter from Cox's Creek in Russell Springs, Kentucky. That's your Supreme Champion heifer for the 2024 North American International Livestock Expo.
The Jersey heifer, Supreme, a heifer you just love the dairy strength, the style. She's got that beautiful forerib. You love the way the spring and the angle of the rib, how it comes off the spine. She's wide rump and just moves on a beautiful set of feet and legs. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge. Well, we invite our media now to step in for the pictures. And by the way, a big thank you to all the media staff here with us throughout the North American Dairy Show. Getting those pictures that we'll get to read in the magazines and online. So we appreciate your support and spreading the good news about the great dairy show at the North American. And another round of applause and congratulations to your Supreme Champion. Vieira, Kid Rock, Georgia, your Supreme Champion for the Heifer Show for the North American, owned by Lauren Woolridge and Elise Carpenter from Cox's Creek in Russell Springs, Kentucky. Congratulations, that's your Supreme. Well, our next class, of course, is our Supreme Cow competition. Thanks to Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation again. $2,000 to our Supreme Champion cow and $500 to the Reserve Supreme cow. We're ready for the presentation of our Grand Champion cows parading for the Supreme Champion. We begin with the Ayrshire Grand Champion. You're looking at Top Glen, Wishful Thinking. Exhibited by Tanner and Brennan, Marissa, and Logan Top from West Salem, Ohio. He was a winner of the Lifetime Component Merit class and selected to be the Breeze Grand Champion. Bred by the Top family from West Salem, Ohio, Top Glen Wishful Thinking, exhibited by Tanner, Brennan, Marissa, and Logan Top from West Salem, Ohio. That's your Grand Champion for the Ayrshire breed. Representing the Brown Swiss breed, your Grand Champion, Tara Rose Cliff Shasta. Exhibited by Adelaide Biasini from Morrisville, Vermont. This cow won the 4-year-old cow class and then into the competition to be your Grand Champion. Bred by Ariel Chard from Woodstown, New Jersey. Brown Swiss Grand Champion, you're looking at Tara Rose Cliff Shasta, exhibited by Adele Biasini from Morrisville, Vermont. At the gate now, here's your Guernsey Grand Champion, Pearview Pandora's Box, exhibited by Logan Cliff of Loganville, Wisconsin. Was the winner of the 6-year and over class. Stood a competition from the other cows to be the breed's grand champion. Bred by the Pearview Farm. Your Guernsey Grand Champion, that's Pearview Pandora's Box, exhibited by Logan Cliff of Loganville, Wisconsin. We present to you now your hosting Grand Champion, Leanne Brady Privateer, exhibited by Matt Mitchell from Speedwell, Tennessee. Winner of the 6 and over class, and then on to be the breed's grand champion. Bred by Rocky Top Holsteins and Brian Engelking from Speedwell, Tennessee, and from Indiana. Your hosting grand champion, Leanne Brady Privateer, exhibited by Matt Mitchell of Speedwell, Tennessee. Coming through the gate is your Jersey Grand Champion, Stony Point Joel Bailey, exhibited by the Vieira Dairy Farms of Hillmore, California. She was the winner of the age cow class, on to be the breed's grand champion. She was bred by Ashley Mayer of Taneytown, Maryland. Your Jersey Grand Champion, you're looking at Stony Point Joel Bailey, exhibited by the Vieira Dairy Farms of Hillmore, California. Milking Shorthorn is our next grand champion. Brand new CW Fuji, exhibited by Discovery Genetics of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. Winner of the junior 3-year-old class, then on to be the breed's grand champion. Bred by Ashley and Colton Brandell of Lake Mills, Wisconsin. Your Milking Shorthorn Grand Champion, brand new CW Fuji, exhibited by Discovery Genetics, Ellsworth, Wisconsin. For the red and white breed, your grand champion, MS Andringa's Light Red, exhibited by the Rocky Top Holsteins of Speedwell, Tennessee. Winner of the 4-year-old class, then on to be the breed's grand champion. Red and white grand champion, MS Andringa's Light Red, exhibited by Rocky Top Holsteins of Speedwell, Tennessee. I believe they came in the wrong order there, so let's put the Shorthorn in front of the red and white. Looks like our judges have placed their animals. Assistant Superintendent, Junior Show Superintendent Roger Sparrow is headed this way with our judges' cards. So we'll start the tabulation process. Judges, we ask again that you please no talking until we have our winner in case we have a tie. One of the things we talked about this week and throughout the check-in process is walking to the bar, and then as our shows began to proceed here in Freedom Hall, is the quality, how deep the quality was for each one of the breeds. And you folks have been here, you've walked the barns, you've seen them in the show ring, and I'm sure you agree. But here we come again with that cream of the crop group, your grand champions for each breed, representing the breed so well. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would now, everyone put those hands together in appreciation for the quality of the North American show. For our champion cows, one of the things that we do ask from our Supreme Show is that all 7 of the animals will be ultrasounded, and then our Supreme and Reserve Supreme will be milk sampled. Tabulation process complete, so presenters, if you'll move into the presentation area, please. The Open Dairy Reserve Supreme Champion cow receives $500, compliments of Kentucky Farm Bureau. For your 2024 show, the North American International Livestock Expo Reserve Supreme Champion cow will be the Holstein. Glenn Brady Privateer. Congratulations goes to Matt Mitchell from Speedwell, Tennessee. Wear the 6-year-old and over class, and your grand champion in for the Holstein. Leanne Brady Privateer, that's your Reserve Supreme champion, exhibited by Matt Mitchell. The Rocky Top Holstein string. Congratulations, Matt. $500 check to Kentucky Farm Bureau, and of course, the pride of having the Reserve Supreme Champion cow. Let's have another big round of applause for the hosting grand champion, Matt Mitchell. Leanne Brady Privateer, presented by Matt Mitchell, your Reserve Supreme. The Open Dairy Supreme Cow Award is $2,000 from Kentucky Farm Bureau. Receiving that paycheck this year is going to be your grand champion jersey, Stony Point Joel Bailey. Exhibited by the Vieira Dairy Farms of Hillmar, California. Congratulations.
If this Jersey cow don't get you fired up, I don't know what kind of cow will. A cow you just love the style, the balance. She's so long frame, perfect rump. You love the hard loin, the width to it. Just moves so comfortably on her feet and legs, and just a beautiful, beautiful mammary system. Congratulations.
Super nice bunch of cows here in the Grand Champion Parade with the Supreme Champion. Everyone a winner without a doubt. Congratulations to being the Grand Champions. We have our Supreme and our Reserve Supreme now. And again, our Supreme is Stony Point Joel Bailey, exhibited by the Vieira Dairy Farms of Hillmar, California. Renee Carrico presenting that $2,000 award from the Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation. Making those presentations, Warren Beeler, our General Superintendent, Executive Director of Expositions, Corinne Fenner, two of our Kentucky State Fair Board members, Nick Carter and Marshall Cole. Judges, thank you for a job well done. Let's have another round of applause for your Supreme Champion cows. Stony Point Joel Bailey from the Vieira Dairy Farms, Hillmar, California. Thanks for making a big ride down to North America. And thanks to everyone for your participation of our North American International Livestock Expo Dairy Show activities. We look forward to hosting your national dairy shows in 2025. Will you please come back next year and help our North American grow to bigger and better? As I announced earlier, 48 head bigger this year than last year. That's fantastic. 1,172 head, 1,200 head basically for a North American show. So thanks for being a part of the world's largest all-breed, purebred livestock show, the North American International Livestock Expo. Remember now, all cattle and tack must be out of the barn by 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Hope you have a safe trip home, and I hope I get to see you down the road at the next North American.